Well, hello everybody. Coming to you tonight with another wellness wisdom. This is the video that I promised about cancer prevention. Certainly, if you are already struggling with the cancer condition, these tips I'm going to give you tonight wouldn't hurt. But the thing is, cancer in and of itself is a lifestyle condition that can be corrected if you are proactive, or prevented if you're proactive. Certainly, if you're already in a cancer situation, you have to follow whatever protocols you deem appropriate for yourself, you and your oncologist working on your situation. But what I'm going to be talking to you tonight about is cancer prevention and the lifestyle changes that you need to make right away if you want to make sure that you do not have to contend with a battle called cancer. Now, first of all, cancer, let's just talk about what exactly it is. Um, for the most part, I mean, there are lots of different kinds of cancers, but cancer at its base is the mutation of normal cells to reproduce abnormal cells. And those abnormal cells end up uh, debilitating the body and ultimately, if it's not checked and if it's not reversed, causing the death of the person. And so what we want to do is make sure that you're putting the kinds of things in your body that are going to help you to get ahead of any kind of mutation that may take place in your body. First of all, I want you to also understand, well, I guess second of all, I want you to also understand that every single person on the face of this earth has cancer cells in their body. I'm sitting here on this video with you right now with cancer cells in my body. But the reason that I'm not manifesting cancer is because my immune system and the part of my immune system that fights cancer is activated. It's working. There are cells in your body that are actually like headhunters. They go around and they look for cells that are mutated and cells that have gone wrong in your body, and they go seek and destroy, and they just sweep them up like trash and get them out of your body. And so that's what you're trying to do, is you're trying to strengthen your body to the point where your immune system will fight cancer and keep you from developing tumors and other malignancies in your body. And the thing that we need more than anything else in order to fight cancer is we need to make sure that the blood stays strong, the blood stays clean. And of course, I've talked to you 1,000 times already about drinking water, making sure that you drink alkaline water, because there are two things that cancer loves. Cancer loves a dehydrated body, because a dehydrated body is a deoxygenated body. So cancers are anaerobic. They love low oxygen. And the second thing that they love is they love high acid. So if your body is highly acidic, you are a prime candidate for cancer. And I'm going to talk later on in the video about how we become highly acidic. But the thing is, those are the two things that really cause cancer to flourish in the body. When you're dehydrated, that means your blood is not oxygenated. And if you are dehydrated, generally, you're going to be acidic. And so if your blood is acidic or your body's acidic, including your blood, and if you are dehydrated, you have a perfect breeding ground for cancer. And so we'll talk a little bit later on about that. But let me talk to you now about what are some step-by-step things that need to take place to make sure that cancer is prevented. And like I said, if you already have cancer, you could still use these tips. You need to incorporate in your diet antioxidants. Antioxidants are foods and supplements that actually help the cancer fighting system in your body. Because cancer really is formed by what we call free radicals. And so antioxidants are what we call free radical scavengers. They help the body to go out to search out for these cells that have had changes in the DNA of the cell, and they're actually reproducing weird versions of themselves. And so antioxidants help the body to clear out the bad cells. And I'm just going to tell you, like on the fruit and vegetable side, good antioxidants are like anything dark, like excuse me, like cherries and blueberries, raspberries, beets, you know, all your dark vegetables and fruit, they are generally low, and grapes too, they are generally loaded with antioxidants. Um, but also there are supplements like pycnogenol, which is some people refer to it as grapeseed extract. That's one of the strongest antioxidants on the face of the earth. And I mean, there are others, but I just want to point out that one in particular as a very good antioxidant. Uh, Also, in addition to taking antioxidants, um, and when I say eating these fruits, I'm not talking about cooking them and all that kind of thing. I'm talking about eating a raw fruit. Okay, so making you a cherry pie, you baked in the oven at 350 degrees. That's not necessarily going to give you good antioxidants. But you eating yourself a handful of dark cherries, that's going to help your body to fight cancer if you are um, trying to prevent. It's going to help you prevent cancer if you're trying to prevent, and if you have cancer, it's going to help your body to fight it so that it'll stop spreading so fast. You want to also, when you're trying to be cancer aware, oh, let me roll back to the very beginning. If you're smoking, you're crazy. If you're smoking, you're asking for cancer. It tells you right on the box, known to cause cancer. Okay? So don't be dumb. If you're smoking, you need to stop smoking. If you care about yourself, and you don't care about yourself, go ahead, puff away. But also know that secondhand smoke is even more dangerous than primary smoke. So if you're smoking around your kids, you're smoking around your parents, you're smoking around people that you claim you love, you you you're blowing out something that's even more poisonous than the smoke that you're taking in. And so you could literally kill someone in your family, kill someone in your circle of influence by smoking around them. And if you are a parent and you are smoking in a car with your child, they ought to lock you behind up, really. And you get mad if you want to. It's true. And I don't care if you get mad. I care about the kids. And those children are innocent. You smoking around your babies, you smoking around little people, you need to be locked up. Anyway, keep your liver clean. I've already addressed in previous videos some liver cleansers that you could use. All your bitter herbs clean your liver, like your burdock root, your golden seal, your yellow dock, um, all the docks, you know, even blue-green algae is excellent for cleaning your liver. But you got to keep your liver clean if you plan to fight cancer. Also, you have to keep the colon clean. If you're having any kind of irregularity, you have to do what's going to be necessary to get your bowels moving. If your bowels are backed up, you are a prime candidate for cancer. It's just the same as if when your liver is backed up. And the thing is, if you know that you've abused yourself with, alcohol, fatty foods, all this kind of stuff that backs up the liver, you're asking for it. So you got to make sure you do what you need to do to clean the liver, do what you need to do to clean the colon. Also, keep your lymphatic system clean. Your lymphatic system, I think I told you about in a video previously that, doing the little chest beating, massaging your lymph nodes under your arms and your neck, all down the middle of your body and in your groin area. You just need to do like little massage to stimulate those areas so that your lymphatic system stays functional. Also, there are lymphatic cleansers that you can buy from your health food store. But if you're using a liver cleanser like the burdock root or the golden seal, something like that, that's going to help your lymphatic system. But ultimately, what's going to help your lymphatic system work is having enough water in your body, alkaline water in your body, to keep your lymphatic system fluid. because lymph backs up when it gets dry and sticky. If you have enough water in your body, then you won't have to worry about your lymph getting cloggy or sticky and clogging up in the lymph nodes, and not out there on the battlefield defending your body from all of these things that are trying to take it over. Okay, so keep your lymph clean and functioning, keep your colon clean, keep your liver clean, and take your antioxidants. That means eat your dark berries, eat your dark fruits, take the pycnogenol or the grapeseed extract. Do some more research on some other supplements. I may try to remember to put a list on this on this post, but if I don't, I'm encouraging you to become a student of natural health. And so this is a door for you to. I'm opening this door for you to. And some of you are already doing it. Some of you are very well versed. You know what to do, and you've been doing it, and great. But the thing is, for those who have not given it a thought from a natural perspective, that's who this video is for. Okay. All right. So I talked earlier. I said cancer lives in an environment of high acid and low oxygen. Now let me tell you what's going to make you acidic. Two primary things are going to make you acidic: having a lot of sugar in your diet and having a lot of phosphoric and uric acid in your diet. I guess that's three things. So sugar, if you are eating a lot of sugary foods, drinking a lot of sugary drinks, generally your body's going to be highly acid. If you're drinking sodas are loaded with phosphoric acid, which is not only going to make your body acid, but it's going to leach your body of minerals. And minerals that need to stay in place, like minerals from your teeth, your bones, and that kind of thing. But then uric acid comes in the form of meat. And when you consume too much meat, like when you eat meat every meal, all the time, every day, 2 and 3 times a day, you're not only going to be acid, but you're going to have some problems because you're going to develop acid crystals in your joints that are going to give you problems with mobility, and it will develop arthritis, gout, all that kind of stuff. But also, you are creating an environment where cancer will flourish. Okay, so the best thing to do to get rid of an acid condition, first of all, back off of the sugar. Definitely do not drink any sodas, and make sure that if you consume meat, that you consume meat in moderation, and that you drink enough water to flush the uric and any other kinds of acid out of your system. Okay, so if you're drinking alkaline water, taking your pink Himalayan salt from time to time, maybe even taking a little sodium bicarbonate, which is baking soda, taking a little baking soda. Baking soda will alkali your body. All right. That's also good for fungus. If you have a fungus condition, drinking a little baking soda and water from time to time will help to reduce yeast in your body that may show up in your nails. If your nails are turning dark, your toenails turning dark, that's fungus. And so you can actually soak your nails in the sodium bicarbonate or the baking soda and water, and you can also drink it. Back in the day, we used to brush our teeth with it, and we had healthy gums because all that acid in our mouths was neutralized by the baking soda. So baking soda is excellent for neutralizing acid in all parts of the body, even if baby or grown person has like the cradle cap, the bad dandruff, like the wet dandruff. That's fungus. So, make a solution of the baking soda and wash that baby's hair with the baking soda water to clear that fungus up. I didn't mean to go off on that because I'm talking about cancer. But anyway, cancer does act like a fungus, doesn't it? So, just as baking soda kills a fungus, baking soda could be very, very good in terms of neutralizing acid to prevent cancer. And if you're already a cancer patient, what you got to lose to try, to use some of these habits to make your life a little better. Okay, you don't have anything to lose. Um, let me make sure I'm on my notes because I don't want to make this video too long. I already talked about smoking, but also a lack of exercise. Lack of exercise is going to make um, it very difficult for you to fight cancer. Because number one, if you're not exercising, you're not oxygenating your blood. And I mean, you need to drink water to oxygenate your blood, but you need deep breathing also, and you need your heart pumping, blood, flushing your body with blood in order to make sure that your body is oxygenated as well. And so you need to definitely get your good exercise every day. And like I told you before, you don't necessarily have to join the gym. Do stuff in your house. I mean, if you run a vacuum cleaner, that's good exercise. If you have stairs like I do, going up and down the stairs, working in your yard, sweeping your porch, just sweeping the house, mopping, just regular chores. But put some gusto in it. When you put some gusto in what you're doing, your body feels better because you're actually working the muscles, you're working your lungs, your heart is happy and that kind of thing. And when your organ systems are working better, you're definitely arming yourself to fight cancer. You need to make sure that your house, your living quarters, is free of mold. Mold, there's been study after study that's showing now that black mold contributes to cancer. And so if you have dampness in your house, I mean, with us just having this storm, everybody's house is probably damp because a lot of people's shingles are missing now. We have leaks in our houses and this kind of thing. So you have to be very careful, particularly with the babies. Watch your house for mold. And if you have mold, you may have to get your house professionally treated to get rid of that mold. But one thing that you can do, if your house is damp or if you're seeing spots with mold, go ahead and get yourself a dehumidifier to get the extra humidity out of your house. Also, you may want to install a Himalayan pink salt lamp in your house. Let me show you what that looks like. Oh, Lord. Let me see. I'll just turn the computer so you can see it because I can't pick it up. There it is. Oop. There it is. Okay, so you can get salt lamp. Really, everybody's selling salt lamps now. I even seen them in Walmart. So you definitely want to do that because that's going to actually help purify the air. Um, let me see. You may need to, just check into how you can actually mitigate mold in your house because, Stanley Steamer, I know Stanley Steamer, they do not only carpets, but they now clean ducts. And so sometimes these air-conditioned ducts in our homes will have black mold in them as well. So talk to some people about getting rid of the mold in your house if you know that you have it, if you're trying to prevent cancer, or if you are already suffering with it. You don't want to make the situation worse. So sodas are the number one acid producing beverage, but there are others. Okay, so we want to make sure we get off of that. And of course, diet sodas are the worst. They will not only not make you skinny, but they will give you cancer because they are very, very acidic. They have a pH of 1.5. Regular sodas have a pH of 2 to 2.5, which means that sodas, I don't care what kind it is, light or dark, they are over 100,000 times more acidic than your blood, which means they're going to cause your blood to thicken up where the blood vessel itself cannot receive oxygen because it's flattened out and they're stacked one on top of the other. And so your blood is going to have low oxygen, and that amount of acid in your blood is going to cause you to be demineralized, and you may not um, be able to actually get rid of that acid if you continuously drinking sodas, and then the acid is going to store itself in your body. And I told you before, acid, when you can't get rid of it, you can't flush it out, acid stores itself in crystals, which will settle in your joints and give you arthritis or gout. It stores itself in cysts, and those cysts they can locate themselves anywhere in your body. And then it stores itself in tumors. Okay? And finally, it stores itself in fat. And so, if you are acidic, one of those four things could possibly happen to the extra acid that's in your system that your system's not been able to flush out because you're not drinking water, you're drinking sodas or whatever you're drinking that's acidic. So that extra acid is going to be stored in fat, cysts, tumors, or acid crystals, which are going to cause your joints to feel like, oh my Lord. Okay? Um, so you definitely want to make sure that you mitigate that. I think I've covered everything I needed to say about cancer prevention. And as I said before, if you already have cancer, these are some things that you can incorporate to make your life a little bit better as you're going through your various treatment options. Naturally, everything that I've said in previous videos applies. You should take your vitamins and minerals. You drink your alkaline water. You get off of the whites. When I say the whites, I'm talking about white sugar, white salt, white flour products, white pasta. And when I say white flour products too, I'm talking about white bread. And white rice. You want to get off all the whites and make sure that you are using whole foods. Okay? Whole foods, whole grains if you're eating grains. Brown sugars or honey or agave nectar or stevia or some sort of natural sweetener that has not been adulterated by some processing facility. Okay? I think that's about it. I think I've covered everything that you need to know or that the Lord has given me to tell you. Once again, don't let cancer freak you out. It is scary because we see a lot of people die, but a lot of people die from a lot of stuff. And cancer, by and large, is a lifestyle disease. And when I say lifestyle disease, that means that there are things that we can do, that we can change in our lifestyle that can actually help to prevent it, or if we have it, to stop it in its tracks and reverse it. So now, are there some people who are too weak and too far gone? Yeah, but that's every disease. There's some people who are too far gone, with a heart condition or whatever. But everybody's at a different stage of life and a different stage of health. And what I'm saying is find out where you are. Monitor where you are. Look at what you're eating. Look at what you're drinking. Look at how you're living. Check your surroundings. If you got mold everywhere, you're asking for it. If you're smoking, you're asking for it. If you got people smoking around you, you're really asking for it. And be sensitive to people who are helpless. If you have elderly people living with you or little children, you smoking around them, like I said before, you need to be locked up. Just stop it. And I'm not saying literally locked up. I'm just saying that that's criminal because a child has to be in your house. If a little baby's riding in the car with you, they can't get out and walk because you're smoking. Be considerate and be mindful of the suffering. If your child ends up with cancer, you know who's going to be sitting up in the hospital with them? You. So be mindful of altering your life because of a disease that could have been avoided. Okay, I'm not gonna fuss. Although, it's a serious matter, okay? But that's what the Lord's put on my heart to say to you tonight, that every single one of us has an opportunity to make sure that we get ahead of this disease and that we don't end up being a victim. You don't have that to do. You can live long, be strong, if you do the right thing in the right way. All right, I'm going on tonight to get some rest, and I pray that this video was helpful. I know it sounds a little discombobulated because I am a little tired, but the thing is, I wanted to get this video done because I promised you I would do it. So there it is. Yay, I did it. I love you in the Lord. Continue to pray for the individuals suffering around us from this hurricane. And if you can help somebody, do what you can. And everybody can do something. If you do nothing but pray or call and give a person an encouraging word, you can do something. And so I love you in the Lord. I thank you for your attention tonight or today or whenever you're watching this video. And please, if you can't use this information, I'm sure you can, but if you can't use it, pass it on to someone who can. And or if you can use it, share it with someone anyway. I love you in the Lord. Take care. And here's to your health.